Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl Olayinka Falabi in the building. If you are new to my channel, I'm a biomedical scientist based in the United Kingdom, and I share about things related to becoming a biomedical scientist in the United Kingdom and my lifestyle in the United Kingdom. So if you are here to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and leave me a comment in the comment section below. Please try to turn on the bell notification icon so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'll be talking to you about my journey from Nigeria as a medical laboratory scientist to the United Kingdom as a biomedical scientist. Another thing I'll be talking about in today's video is answering some of your questions. I've got some questions in my DM, and I feel like it's best I compile some of them into a video and answer them here. So please sit down, grab a cup of hot chocolate, coffee, or orange juice or whatever, and enjoy the video. Yeah, thank you. So guys, let's go straight into today's video. I'll be going through my notes as well to check the questions I got in my DM. So let me start this way. I studied medical laboratory science in Nigeria. Yeah, I studied medical laboratory scientist. Oh, sorry. I studied medical laboratory science in the university, and I graduated. And upon graduation, I did my internship, and after my internship, I got my permanent license to practice as a medical laboratory scientist. Now there are so many courses that look like that course, but I'm speaking basically to people that studied medical laboratory science in the university and are licensed to practice by the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria as medical laboratory scientists. So that's those are the category of people this video is basically addressed to. So when I finished from school, like I said, I did my internship, I went for my NYSC, made some findings, and some people in the United Kingdom also made me realize that if I want to work in the United Kingdom, I need to be registered with the HCPC. So I started the journey. I wasn't too sure how to go about the whole process. I went online, I read so many things, and some of the things I read, I was confused, and if you go to the HCPC website, fine, it's quite explanatory, but you might be thinking you need to do some things. At that time, I was thinking that I need to register with IBMS before I can become HCPC registered and all. So later I spoke with someone, and it made me realize that okay, HCPC registration was all I needed. So let me grab my glasses. Yeah, HCPC registration was all I needed to practice as a biomedical scientist. So luckily for me, I came across a particular group. The group is called HCPC group. The group is for people who want to be registered with HCPC. So I joined the group. The admin of the group made it so easy. He gave us breakdown of how to go about the process and everything. So back then, the HCPC process was usually done manually. What I mean manually is that you gather your documents and you send it by post to the United Kingdom. So that was what I did back then. So I gathered my documents, my proof of identity. I already had my international passport, so I needed not to go for that, and it was still fresh. So yeah, I had my I used that as my proof of identity. For the proof of address, like in my video I mentioned, you can make use of your bank statement. So I had to make use of my bank statement for that. So it's not like they need your statements of account or something, just your proof of address, you understand. So I got that. I did not have my certificate at that time. I got my certificate from school. I contacted my school to get my course information form. I got my reference. I got reference letters, recommendation letters, and all. So after gathering my documents and okay, I was good to go and submit. The next thing was to notarize or certify some of those documents as stated by the HCPC. So I initially wanted to do that using a notary public, but when I got to know the price, and it stated that anybody of good standing in the society can do it for you, so why not? If not, I had to go and give it to my director back then where I did internship. So she notarized and, or as it's called, certified my documents for me. So I sent it via DHL, and that was in August. I started gathering my documents in July. Do you understand? So by August, I think middle of August, my documents got to United Kingdom and the process started. So back then, there's something called certificate of good standing. Yeah, so it's one of what you will need during this process from your council. So and my regulatory body as at then was Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. So then there used to be an online portal where you can check, you can make use of the RA number or RF numbers of registered practitioners to know if they have good standing with the council. So that was how the HCPC got to check if I had good standing during my own time. But now it's being done, like they have to like send a mail to MLSCN to confirm, and you have to pay for it. So I didn't have to pay for that. So after all of that, my referees were contacted, my lecturer in school was contacted, everybody was contacted, they responded, and I was asked to pay the scrutiny fee. But now, after submitting your documents, you have to pay your scrutiny fee before they can start assessing and doing some things on your application. But back then, we usually submit first, and after a while, they will tell us to go ahead to make payment for scrutiny fee. So I paid for my scrutiny fee. Then after that, the whole of 2021, back and forth. I had a couple of times I had to call them for some reasons. Then by January 2022, I finally got the link to pay for my registration. I paid for my registration, and I became a my name was on the HCPC register. What a great relief. Now I can start looking for jobs. Okay, so we'll continue from there. Guys, I'm actually sweating. My room is almost always hot. I've complained about the heater. No, I think I mentioned in one of my videos, so don't mind my sweaty face, please. Yep. Okay. By January, I think towards the end of January, I had my HCPC registration. So before that, what I used to do was I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos when I was in Nigeria. I was trying to see how to, I know that okay, after my registration I need to start applying for jobs, and I used to hear about writing supporting information, how to write your NHS job application and all of that. So I started watching YouTube videos and making findings. I started jotting down things so that by the time I'll get registered, it will be, I will already have something on ground. So I think even before my registration, I already opened an NHS account, NHS jobs account, track jobs account, and I think Indeed too. So I did all of that. I started gathering points on how to write my SI and all of that. I also I think I was opportune to see some videos talking about interview questions and all. So that was what I did. So by January ending, I got registered. So now I had to like really write my start applying. So I made an application. So okay, I had to contact someone. He works in the United Kingdom as a biomedical scientist. I contacted his wife back then, because I knew that both of them work as biomedical scientists in the United Kingdom, just to know how the process is to get registered. I think she was the one that told me that I don't need that IBMS registration, that HCPC registration is all I needed. So I now contacted him about it. So I made one application and sent it to him. you know, it included my job description, supporting information and everything. So he said I should not proceed with applying. So he helped me review. He made some adjustments. He helped me review my application. So after he sent it back to me, I started applying. I was applying. So by then, after the registration, if you're on the HCPC group, please, if you are interested in joining the group, let me know. If you're on the HCPC group, after you get registered, you chat up the admin to add you to the post HCPC group. So it's only that second group is strictly for people that are registered. So on the group, I already saw pin messages, how to open NHS job account. I think also how to write a good supporting information. Then questions, interview questions from different, you know, people. When they do their interview, they come to the group to tell us about, okay, this was the question they asked me during my interview. So we gather interview questions and all. So what I was doing, I think while waiting for the person I mentioned earlier to help me review my application, I think I was basically watching YouTube videos. I think I was basically studying. You know, I saw interview questions, I saw things that I was not used to, or things I was not familiar with, or things I need to read about. So I started reading, I started jotting. People don't know me back in school, I used to jot a lot too. So I was jotting. My notes are not even here with me. I jotted questions. Like I would jot questions, likely answers. If it's something I need to read about, I'll read about it and all. So when I started applying, I started receiving, unfortunately, people that started applying, I think you can relate with this. Unfortunately, I was getting fed up at the time and I stopped reading. I stopped reading. So after a while, I think by April, you know, I got registered late January. By April, I was already considering that I think I need a professional help too, because I've sent my application to so many people to help me review, and they've told me things to do. And yeah, so I knew that I needed professional help. So I contacted one of the admin team and he had to help me. He told me to send my last 2 applications or so. Then he had to help me like review and rewrite my essay. Yes. Then he told me what to do with my job description, because I sent my job description to him too. So he told me what to do. And so after he helped me with the essay, I went through it. Then it was so in line with my mindset. So it was as if I was not, because he told me that my essay, the one I've been writing, the one I wrote before, was okay, but I think I didn't structure it well, you understand? So it was not like it was bad. Like I was saying, I sent my application and it was reviewed. My essay, the admin had to help me. I paid for the service anyways, and although he told me that my essay was okay, but I think the way I constructed it was not sequential, you get. And if you are reading something that is not sequential, you just drop it off. So he told me what to do on my job description. I adjusted my job description. Then I started applying again. I was still receiving, unfortunately. Hey God. So I didn't give up. I started applying. Then one day in May 19, I think May 19, in the evening, I just saw track jobs application. You know, as usual, when I check, it's always unsuccessful. This time around, I was invited for an interview. I was so happy. And when I saw it, I think I saw virtual, I can't remember the word that was used. You know, I was confused again. I was thinking that it is a physical interview. English flew away from my head. And I told the admin guy that this was what I said. Now say, it's still like it's an online interview, and also I was happy. I started preparing. I had 1 week to prepare because my interview was the following Thursday. I had 1 week to prepare. I started reading back to back, watched YouTube video again. Now I told you I stopped reading. So all my points, thank God I jotted so many things. So those things helped me again. I took my notes, started treating questions, Google search, YouTube, this and this, that and that. And to the glory of God, after the interview, lest I forget, I also paid for mock interview. I had to opt because I was like, I've not done any interview before, and the guy was telling me that this should be the, like, you should eat this interview. So, and I've not been exposed to any interview, and I don't want to miss this opportunity, so I had to pay for mock interview. Although he didn't really collect money he should collect, because he did the interview for me twice, because the first one I didn't really do well. By the second time, he told me what I needed to do and all, and sincerely I was so happy I did well in the interview. And guys, I got the job. I got the job. To the glory of God, I got the job. Yeah, so let me go straight to your questions. Let me say this: I got my job from Nigeria. According to my story, we followed my journey. I got the job from Nigeria, so it is very possible. Not only me, so many people got their jobs from Nigeria, so it is something realistic. But let me just chip this in. Just bear it in mind that we are competing with so many people. Firstly, people that are already in the United Kingdom, and they are in the United Kingdom, they have experience. Some are in the United Kingdom, no experience. Then we are competing with people all over the world. So don't be discouraged when you get, unfortunately, feedback. It does not necessarily mean your essay is not good, or maybe your application is not good. Look at me now. The same application that got me my offer was the same that I used for so many other places, and I kept on getting, unfortunately. So maybe they got people that were better. Sometimes those applications, they just need 2 people, and they need maybe like 10 people for interview, or depending on their choice. You understand? So don't feel bad. Just keep, if you need to send the application for review, if you need professional help, just seek help and know that you are doing the right thing. Once you know you are doing, do the right CPDs. I've not mentioned this. Please ensure that you are doing the right CPD. If you are submitting application for micro, don't go and be doing hematology related CPD. If you are someone that is doing multi, maybe like you are submitting application in all the disciplines, do CPDs for all those disciplines. You understand? So each time you are applying for any discipline, you ensure that the CPD you are using is related to that specialty. Do you understand me? So please ensure you have CPDs that are not more than 2 years old. It will show that you are getting updated, because here they don't joke with training. Since I've got started work, I've been hearing training back to back, competency, this and that. Even now I'm still on that training, and even people that have been working since, they keep on training, so they don't joke with CPD activities here. So yeah, I got my job from Nigeria. You can get yours too, like so many other people that have gotten. So I have some questions there. Someone said, please, did you apply for HCPC in Nigeria, or it is when you got there? Yeah, I applied for HCPC. My HCPC registration. My HCPC is different from NHS. HCPC is just like a license that you need to practice in that profession. But you can't start looking for job with the. You can't start looking for job as a biomedical scientist if you are not HCPC registered. You get the idea? So it's not like it's related. So don't feel like I've spent money or this and that. It's just like MLSCN license in Nigeria. After your registration, it doesn't guarantee job. There are so many people that have not gotten job. You understand the idea? So please don't be discouraged. Yeah, I got my job from Nigeria, and I did my HCPC registration in Nigeria. Okay. Yeah, she said they prefer people in UK. It's true. Someone said, is it hard? She had that it's hard to get job from Nigeria, that they prefer. Of course, in a real sense, if you look at it from an angle, they fine, because it will make them spend less. But it doesn't mean that you can't get job, because there's a way they do the application. The best of the best is who they choose. If the best person, maybe after selection process, if you happen to be from overseas, they would select you for the interview, and you face the interview panel, and if you do well, fine. Do you understand? As long as the job you're applying for says they are sponsoring tier 2 visa, so you can apply for it. Like one of my seniors at work was saying that they don't even get to see your name. Like the recruitment team, they don't get to see your name or where you are from. I don't know the selection criteria they use, but I think per time they use different selection criteria, and you might be the person, the best person. So don't feel like I'm outside, I won't get it. You can get it. You understand? Yes, someone said that do they offer COS? If the trust or the organization you're applying to offers tier 2 visa sponsorship, definitely they will give you a certificate of sponsorship. So trust or organizations that offer tier 2 visa sponsorship give COS. Yeah. Someone said, how long did it take you to get an offer after a CPC application? In my case, it took me about 4 months, because I got registered late January and I got my offer late May. So that was just February, March, April, May. But some people, in less than 2 months, they got theirs. Some people, it took longer than that. So don't be discouraged if you see someone getting in less than that. Me, when I came across someone that said in 3 weeks of her registration she got 3 offers, maybe 3 interview invites or something like that, I was encouraged, and I knew that it's something I can do. You understand? It's not for you to panic and start fidgeting. It's just for you to see the positive aspects. Don't start looking around for people that have been registered since, and people that have been registered since too, it's not like they're not doing the right thing. Everybody, they would also, I believe that everybody will get their offer with time. Do you understand? Just if you need to join groups, if you need to ask questions, anything you need to do, just do it. Just ensure you are doing the right thing. Do you understand? So fam, I hope you learned one thing or the other from today's video. It is possible. You can get your job from Nigeria. It is what you can do. Thank you for watching today's video. Please, if you are here to subscribe to my videos, to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, leave me a comment in the comment section below. For now, it's a bye from your girl Olayinka Afolabi. See you in my next one. Bye.